what is human nature too.
Yeah.
So
Human in the nature? Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Bonafide. I'm Simone.
my name is Fabia.
And this is episode 3.
we have to say with our new podcast name.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of this podcast. I'm Simone.
My name is Fabia.
And we're going through a rebrand.
So for legal reasons, we actually do have to change our podcast name too.
I forgot the name. Oh. This is the Bonafide podcast with Simone and Fabia.
It's Simone and Fabia Bonafide. Okay, wait, let's turn.
And this is the This is the Simone and Fabia Bonafide?
Drum roll, please, everyone. Insert sound effect.
Oh, I was gonna actually do it myself, but
it's okay.
If we want to move on to technology and stuff,
hey, whoa,
we should watch the AI video.
Last insert video here. Wow. Anyways, our new podcast name is the Simone and Fabia Bonafide Podcast.
Whoa, this is so different than the previous name. What changed?
Actually, the placing of our name. We had to place a noun in front of Bonafide because there's apparently another podcast named Bonafide.
Yeah, don't attack us, guys. Like, we're just two high school girls trying to make sense of the world and our place in it.
Exactly.
Now let's officially start the podcast. Well, as you can see, we are back in the same place that we were last time.
Yeah.
There's so much nature around us.
Should I go actually touch it to prove it's real?
Sure, go touch it. I can move this around to see.
Guys, this is real. This is not a green screen, okay? I'm actually touching leaves.
Shake it.
Huh?
Shake it.
Okay, look. It's real. It's real. I promise you guys.
And that's about it. That's all we're gonna show you of our setting because we don't want you tracking us down.
Yes, that's all. But this connects to what we're talking about today. Remember, don't rock the table.
Oh, sorry, I was rocking the table.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Our setting connects to what we're talking about today because we're actually talking about nature versus nurture.
Yep.
Whoa.
That's right.
Also, we're going to be getting a little philosophical talking about what is human nature too.
Yeah.
So
human in the nature?
What?
Or something else?
Like us right now?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Are we human nature? No.
Are we?
That's not what it means. Sorry, guys. First, we're going to start with nature versus nurture. What is nature, Fabia?
Okay, when we're talking about nature in the nature versus nurture argument, nature refers to what an individual will inherit, like, genetically. Those are traits that they have due to genetics from their parents that are passed down, and that includes like
eye color, hair.
So nature refers to what an individual inherits, biologically. And like that includes your physical traits, as Simone just listed a few.
Eye color.
Yeah.
Hair.
Yes.
Height, maybe.
Yeah. And in some cases, there are also studies that show that IQ can be passed down along with personality traits as well.
I don't know how true the IQ one is, though.
I saw various sources that were telling me, like, in some cases...
researcher over here.
Yeah, guys, we want to let you know we've researched thoroughly before we come out here and talk, because we don't... But we don't
want to be misinformed,
Yes, of course.
Or misinform you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
but
nurture.
I saw... Yeah, do you want to explain nurture since I explained nature?
Okay, nurture is more like your experiences in the outside world. It's like, as you are given these nature, like, facts that were passed down by your parents, you're going to go out and experience all these different things in the world, like your upbringing and such, which has an influence on like the type of person that you'll become, like the sort of things that you like, your interests, and like your favorite color. I don't know. Like those things that aren't passed down biologically.
Yeah, I think it focuses more on like how you view the world, and that can include your beliefs, your culture, the language you speak. That's all influenced by what you grow up with and your upbringing.
And then now that we've discovered what nature is and what nurture is, we're going to sort of debate or discuss, in a sense, which one has a bigger impact in forming humanity.
Yeah.
I will just negate everything that Fabia says.
She's good at that, and I think it's cool to be a critical thinker in that sense. But, okay, I think personally, out of all the research that I've done, which is not, like, a lot, but also from what I know, I think that nurture is a little bit more dominant in when it comes to like shaping a human being and their experiences. I think nature is kind of the layout for that, like the foundation. It's like not your potential, like that's not a good word for it, but it's like you're not limited by your nature, but it's kind of like the foundation of what you could become maybe. And then nurture is like if you're actually reaching that, if that makes sense.
But if the question is which one is most important, then wouldn't
Sorry,
you
yes.
argue that the nature is most important? Because without the foundation, you really have nothing.
Interesting. So yeah, I can see, but I think nurture is, yeah, without the foundation you have nothing, but also I just think that nurture is the whole thing that shapes it. Like nature is just like, okay, that's what you're given, but you're not really shown how to like move your life with that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but like without it, you can't do anything with your
I know,
life.
but I don't think that means it makes it more like important, more dominant how it shapes a person's life.
It's not even more important, it's actually critical.
Okay, now you're just making me look stupid in front of all our fans.
No, I don't agree
can't...
with myself. I also think nurture is very important, because even if you have a foundation placed in nature, what makes a person
yeah,
is through their experiences.
You just said what I was thinking, but in a better way. Because I just, guys, go back. I basically said what she said. She just argued herself better. Nurtures the whole thing that shapes it. Like,
I argued myself.
You literally countered yourself like better than I did, which is slightly embarrassing. But
what would a counter to that be? Like,
to what? Like what you just said?
Yeah, I said that nurture sort of shapes the person into the unique being that they're going to become. Even if there's a foundation of nature, like the thing that sets people apart are their experiences. Oh, actually, I did this thing in a science class where there was a study of two different twins, but one twin got a disease and the other twin was scared because, hey, since we're biological twins, wouldn't that mean I get the disease too? But that's actually not true, because that these two twins, even though they're biologically the same, they go through different experiences in life. Even if they go to the same school, they might have different friends, or they might play different sports or go to different places, you know? And these little differences add up over time. And, like, I don't know, through some weird situation, one twin got the disease, and by that time they were too biologically different in order to have the same disease passed on to the other twin.
So I'm curious. You're saying that, like, social experiences can shape the fact that one person will get a disease? Biology. Is that?
I think so, yeah.
I think that plays into like epigenetics. It's like,
what is that?
Epigenetics is like your environment impacts your genetics too. So if you're surrounded by like
nurture impacts the nature, so then nurture is more important than nature.
That's another thing, that another big argument. It's like this one isn't really taking a side. It's saying that nature and nurture are very like intertwined with each other. They rely on each other, and I think that's kind of what I was touching on at first. Like, yeah, nature is your foundation. It's what you come from, but nurture is actually like how you, not how you use that foundation, but like how you shape it, how you ultimately add to that and like maneuver your life through your different experiences.
What your shape, like the nurture part, is limited by how much nature you have, because like nature impacts the way that you're nurtured.
Exactly.
You could have many different experiences in your life, but the way that you look, or like the certain eye color or hair color or like whatever, impacts the way that you're treated and the way like the experiences that you'll have.
Yeah, that can be seen for like, like minorities. If I look a certain way, I might not get to do a certain thing, because,
and that impacts the type of person that you'll become.
Yeah, so they are very closely intertwined with one another. But I think ultimately nurture is what shapes a person into what they become, because it's so embedded into what they believe and how they perceive the world. Like, I think babies, I was kind of talking about this with Simone earlier. I think babies are a blank slate in that, like, you don't know anything when you're younger. You learn from what you see around you. And I'm sure I've seen like studies from like these are from years ago, like the 1900s, and it shows like how babies are very observant of their surroundings and how they'll usually mimic what they see. So if their parent like responds aggressively to something, maybe they might do the same thing. And that's how like children grow up. You are very easily influenced. You will believe like a lot of things that someone you trust will say, and that impacts how you see the world. And that can be seen through like so many things today, like with history too. Like, do you remember, I feel like maybe we're not the only one who saw this, but like when we learn about Christopher Columbus, there's that one song. Yeah, this song was essentially glorifying, I really want to find it. it was making Christopher Columbus look like a good person. Like, oh my God, he's the one who discovered America. Obviously, we know that now. But I think the reason so many like older people in America today have such a conservative view is because that's what they grew up with when they were younger. That's what their upbringing was. It's like
that's their nurture.
Yeah, because that's their nurture. Because that's like I said, children are so easily influenced. So when they're growing up with these ideas of history, that like, oh, Christopher Columbus is the one who found America.
Are you saying
these
that,
are dominant people.
When you're
like,
a child, it matters more, like you're nurturing,
100%,
versus when you're older because you have more solidified views and you're not going to change your mind.
1,000%.
What about like the ability for people to change? You don't think people are able to change?
I think people are. Yeah. I think people are able to change, but I think it's most important, like how a child grows up, that can influence a lot of how they are in their older years. Nurturing children when they're younger is important because it impacts a lot of what they see in the future when they're older. And yes, they're able to change, but those early years are especially important. Oh my God, Simone!
It's like not even here. It was a B. Well, I think next we should talk about human nature.
Yeah, okay,
in a sense,
for sure.
Like, are people more naturally conservative, or are they naturally selfish? And like, are these things able to change through their experiences? Like, does nurture even have a say in things that are fundamentally a part of human nature?
Yeah.
Like, this goes beyond biological traits, but like things that make a human human.
Right.
And I think this just goes beyond humans too. Like, I think humans, for one, are naturally selfish, and I don't think that's always a bad thing. Okay. I also think a lot of animals and just creatures in general have to be naturally selfish, because otherwise they can't survive. Without putting yourself first, you're not going to be able to get enough resources or opportunities to thrive and live a good enough life before you die. And yes, taking care of other people is important. Like, people should not only always focus on themselves, but like, it makes the most logical sense to put yourself first, because as a sense of like human nature, the goal is to survive, right? Like, nobody wants to die.
I get that. Yeah. Unless you do.
Do you think being selfish is okay?
I don't think being selfish is okay, because if you're putting yourself over everyone, then where's the aspect of community building? That's something that has been prevalent in like society forever. Community is the foundation of everything. So what happens when you disregard that?
I mean, when I say selfishness, like whenever people say selfishness in general, it's always seen as an insult or a bad thing.
Yes.
But selfishness is not always that. Like, to be selfish could mean, I don't know, I don't have any examples, but like, just ensuring that you survive. There doesn't always have to be a trade. Yeah, there doesn't always have to be a trade-off. And then, in the sense of community building, I do think that like humans were never meant to be alone. But like, after like, I don't know, 1450 or something, there was something, individualism came up, and then
scientific revolution.
The scientific revolution, and people didn't really focus on community as much, but more on their own selves. So like, you don't really need a community to survive. Like,
but do you think it's because they saw? Because yes, I think communities can. I think at that point, the reason why everyone wanted to be able to think of themselves for themselves was because the government had so much say in what everyone did.
They just felt confined. And they wanted to make their own decisions.
So I think sometimes communities can lead to like, there's always going to be someone who's in charge of everyone, and that can lead. At that point, it feels like that person in power is the selfish person in this sense. Like,
I think everybody's selfish. I think even if you're helping other people, you're still selfish. Because, yeah, because like, you're doing it to make yourself feel good, even if you're not getting any tangible effects or rewards for helping a person. You still like leave with an egotistical boost, like, oh, I helped that person, I'm a good person, and that in a way that's sort of selfish for you.
Do you think that's always the case? Like, do you think it's hard to draw a line between performative morality versus being actually a good person, or do you think that's always intertwined? Like, you think even if you're helping people, you're always going to walk away with
what if we're never actually good people? Like, what if you felt bad after helping somebody? Or like, just, I think you would always feel good after helping somebody, thinking like, oh, I did a good thing. And then that like makes you feel good. But I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to feel that way.
Okay, are you saying that like, though, people enter themselves in like a situation where they're helping someone purely for the fact that they can walk away feeling good, or is that like a subconscious thing in our mind?
It's a subconscious thing. Like, whenever I help other people, I'm not thinking like, oh, let me help this person so I can like feel like a good person.
Hey guys, sorry for the new camera setup. We had to switch
Technical
cameras
difficulties.
once again. But where were we?
We were talking about selfishness and helping other people, and
Oh,
that can
right.
still be seen as selfish.
So you were saying it's a subconscious thing, but it's not bad to feel that way.
Yeah, like as I said before, we're all selfish, but selfishness isn't always a bad thing. Like in terms of survival, and in like, why is it bad to feel good about helping another person? Like even if it's a selfish thing, you still did a good thing. Oh, that could lead to another thing, like doing good things with bad intentions. Like, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Doing good things with bad intentions. Could you give me an example of that?
Like, you want to. I don't really have a clear example.
Doing good things with bad
like,
intentions.
you don't mean to do a good thing, or like you're like, oh, I want to. I don't know.
No, okay, I feel like
I want to hurt this person, but the action that you do ends up helping another person, but it has no effect to this other hurt person.
So
let's say being selfish is bad. Let's say being selfish is bad, and you're helping another person solely to make yourself feel good. And you're like, I don't actually care about this person's feelings. I just want to help them succeed so that I can feel better about myself.
I think maybe it's not bad because you're still helping them, but I think living with that mindset is still like, it's like, are you only living for an ego boost? You're living through your whole life helping people just so you can feel good about yourself? Like, that's what you're living through?
Yeah.
Like, you don't feel like that's... I guess if you're still contributing good, but like... there's a flaw in this somewhere. I just can't find it.
Does it, like, matter if it's all about an ego boost? Because then you're just, like, addicted to helping people, and then you're just motivated.
Yeah, actually, I read something about, like, people have become accustomed to helping others because of that, like, reward thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's called a reward, or helper's high. That's the term people use to refer to that, and that's all.
Is that bad?
I mean, people have still, like we were talking about, intertwined that with being selfish, because it's like you're just thinking of yourself in this case. Even though you're helping someone, you're still thinking of yourself in the sense that, I'm a good. Is that
bad though?
I think that mindset can be a little bit toxic, but the result is you're helping someone, which isn't bad.
Do you think that could lead to negative impacts for the person later?
That they're like always walking away with like...
Yeah.
It could be some kind of like psychological thing. Like they're always going to be thinking of, oh, if I do this, I'm always going to like... They're always looking at something with, I'm going to get a reward out of it. Yeah. I'm always going to get something. Because what happens when you don't get something out of it? Then are you like, is that just going to set you back? Why are you constantly looking for a reward out of everything?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a healthy mindset to like live by.
Yeah, I was thinking about another thing similar to this. Like if you're always a people pleaser in a sense, and you're putting yourself second. Like even if you're going into helping another person with an egotistical boost, you're still putting yourself last. Like, hey, no, you can have my food because then I'll feel good about it. But then you don't have any food enough to like sustain yourself,
right?
And then that could lead to negative
that's
impacts.
Also negative.
Like I don't know, starvation.
Yeah, like you shouldn't be
like, oh, this person is hungry, even though they might not be that hungry, and you're just like trying to make them laugh or smile,
or
or
just for the sake of you feeling good too.
Yeah, or like publicly embarrassing yourself to make somebody else.
Yeah, that's
like,
a whole other field of like a psychological thing. I'm sure there's something there. It's interesting to see how motivated people can become when they know there's a reward out of it. Like,
yeah,
I don't think that should be the driving factor for, and I think that connects to religion in a way. It's like I think some people, when they live by religion, they see everything like as, oh, if I do this good deed, then I'm going to be rewarded later because I'm going to go to heaven. And I think
so they're not doing it because
I don't think morality should come from the fact that you're thinking of yourself being rewarded for it later. I think it should be natural. Like you shouldn't want to have something come out of it like in the long run, I guess. I just think it should be a natural thing. Like kindness should be a thing that you do just because, not to be rewarded in the end. And I think religion has a lot of things that play into that.
Do you think like people are naturally bad then? Because if they have to be told to do something good, then doesn't that make them a naturally bad person?
Is human nature evil? Ooh, there's actually a philosopher that talks about this. I don't remember his name. It starts with an X. He's a Chinese Confucian philosopher. He talks about this idea that people are naturally bad. Like, our natural instinct is to be selfish, and that's how we're always going to live life, because we're only thinking about ourselves. And so the only way to thrive is if we all act unnaturally, which is not be selfish. I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah.
But
like unnatural, like being a good person is unnatural. Like how do you feel thinking about that? Like, oh, I'm a bad person, and the only way to be a good person is to not be myself.
Yeah, exactly. Which goes, it's a thing to think about, because that just reflects human society from many ages. Like, oh,
sorry, there was a bug all over the computer and on my pencil case, and I just whacked it out.
Finally got it, bro. But like, that reflects how humans have been for centuries, millenniums. Like, the fact that it's gotten to this where it's like, whoa, the way for us to act nice is that it's unnatural for us to be that way, because we're all inherently selfish.
Yeah.
Like, do you think it's possible that we'll ever live in a world where humans can change and we won't be selfish?
Didn't you just say people can change though?
Not in terms of like the selfishness thing.
Okay.
I meant more like, oh, when you grow up, the way you grow up as a child can be different when you're older. But yeah.
Initially, I'll say no, because like as I said before, selfishness is not always a bad thing. Maybe like the bad aspect of selfishness can be changed, but like the idea that we have to put ourselves first in order to survive is not going to change, and I don't think it should change.
No, yeah, I don't think that'll change.
So, and I think it can also account for like the bad things that are happening in this world, like why billionaires won't donate like some money to help a lot of other people, because it doesn't like help them and it doesn't benefit their own interests. I don't know why they won't feel good about themselves for doing so, but like there is no benefit that they see from helping people that like need it by giving out something that matters to them, even though they have a lot of it. I don't know.
I saw this like another philosophical argument by another Chinese Confucian philosopher where I don't know if it was him, but this is a common philosophical idea where it's like it's a situation where if you see a child like drowning in a well and you have nothing else to do, there's no repercussions for you if you go help this child, are you morally obligated to go help that like child?
Are you like, is it your job?
Is it, like, are you morally,
is there nobody else there?
Like, no, or I don't know what the whole
thing is. If I'm alone,
is.
then I'd feel obligated to.
Okay,
but
what if other people?
Then when I say morally obligated, like, will people blame me if I don't do it, you know? Like, or will I blame myself? I feel like I don't think people have the right to blame me if I don't save that child if there are other people around. Because, like, why am I obligated to help this kid when there are other people, too?
Oh, the wind. Oh my god, we're getting
Am I right? Am I correct? Is the universe telling me I'm right?
Oh, wow.
Or maybe they're punishing me.
They're trying to blow you away.
Yeah, but, like, I think it's also morally wrong to not do something if you're equipped with the resources in order to do so, and if there's nothing bad that's going to happen to you anyways. Like, why wouldn't you help the kid, you know?
Yeah. This makes me, sorry, you look like you want to say something else.
No, I was done.
Oh, okay. This makes me think about something else. I think this kind of dabbles into the idea of individualism when we're all thinking about ourselves, and like you were talking about right now. I feel like when people are presented with that situation where there's other people too, everyone is thinking like, oh, why would I do this thing if there's other people? They could also do this thing. Person? No, I'm not. No. I understand. Like, I'm just talking about from, like, if you're presented with that situation and you know there's other people there, someone might think like, oh, why would I do it if there's other people who could also
like,
do it?
Why should I put in the effort? Maybe we're just lazy.
That's another thing too, but it's like, if everyone is thinking that way, then we're never making any progress. If everyone is like just sitting here thinking, how is my little action going to help make change if there's other people who could easily do it too? Like, what difference does it make if I don't do it? And that's the reality we're living in today. Like, you can see that with boycotting certain restaurants and TV shows, like, because they support certain institutions, and people are like, we need to boycott this because it's contributing to something bad. And people often have the mindset, well, like, okay, how is me boycotting this going to change the whole world? Like, it doesn't matter if I don't do it. But the problem is,
if everybody thinks that, nothing will
everyone is thinking that. Everyone has that mindset. So we're never going to change. We're never going to make any progress in that.
Specifically boycotting, I'm not sure if that would work. I think it just impacts the local restaurant more than the business owners themselves.
But, like, I'm talking about, like, widespread boycott of, like, a big institution, like, just, a big more people, corporation. It works. Like, and I've seen so many people try to spread, like a shutdown of, like, don't buy anything on this day because it's gonna, like, create some change. People are gonna notice that, like, oh, the money's going down, whatever. I think but then I'm thinking, even if we did something big like that, how impacted would the powerful people be? Would they care?
I don't think so,
How
because
much
they have
can we?
they have
Yeah,
like truckloads of money to float back on, you know. And I think like maybe the only way to change how they treat other people is to change their mindsets in a
exactly.
way.
And is that possible?
I think so. If we're going off of a short term, like quick fix way, just frame it in a way that benefits them, so then they'll want to help. Like, oh, if you help these people, we'll give you money, or like we'll give you a higher status, we'll give you a building if you donate money to help this like marginalized community. But then that's also like not very good in the long run, because they're not actually
like,
doing it for the people.
yeah,
They're doing it for
you're
the
not
reward.
really changing their minds.
Yeah,
in that
exactly.
sense.
So then, in order to change their minds, you have to say like, hey, there is like these are people too. They
Is
deserve
it possible
the same.
to get them to care though? Like,
I think
don't
so,
know.
because I think, as you said before earlier, you said babies are born with like a blank slate or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
We have to start there. The billionaires, the
Oh,
people
right.
after they've grown up and they've been nurtured and stuff, I don't think we can change their minds.
That's
But these
fine.
future babies who are going to grow up inside this world and like inherit the money and stuff, they need to be raised with a sense of equality and community values, so then they can use like the resources that they were born with in order to help the society as a whole.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
main story here, just help your community.
Yeah.
Even if you feel good for doing it, don't feel bad. Just
And like,
continue
yeah,
helping people.
even beyond that, I know it's like, for me personally, and I think I'm speaking for both of us when I say this, it's very easy to feel hopeless about the world right now. But together we can take steps, and like, as impossible as it seems, I think it's important for us, like as young people, to step up and try and make a change, because we can't live like this forever. We cannot be like prisoners to this
Be the change
evil
you wish
world.
to see in the world.
Yes. And start by subscribing to our channel, because we talk more about
Like this video if you want to see more.
Yeah, follow our Instagram at Bonafide SNF. We hope you enjoyed.
Yes, thank you. Bye. Okay, that's good.
That was really good.
Okay.